15 mile an hour sustained, maybe 20. That's some pretty strong wind right there coming in. Well, decided to go ahead and launch the Celina. It's you can see it's pretty windy down there. Pretty strong winds coming through from the west. And of course, I decided to launch it, and here it comes. Here comes the rain. Okay, that's the way it goes. I'm not going to worry about it. Just going to get out here. I've got my rain jacket on. Looks like a pretty good little rainstorm coming up right here. Going to just go with it. Sat there and ate lunch and everything, and the skies seemed to be clear, and I thought, okay, well, let's go ahead and put the Celina in the water. Yeah. Yep, it's like washing your car. You know it's going to rain. Okay, we're going to go ahead and launch in this wind and see what happens. I got a feeling it's going to take me right over here to these weeds over here. I've got a paddle if I need to try to paddle out of there because the trolling motor will not work in those thick weeds. Hopefully, it'll work a little bit better. Let's see what happens. All right, that seemed to work pretty good. Let's go on and get some fishing done. All right, a lot of wind today. Holy cow. Just a second ago, it was white capping across Celina Lake there. So I went ahead and dropped the Beneby top because it's almost like having a sail out here. It's really just making the boat go backwards. I've got my main anchor down in the front here. Once I get everything situated, I'm going to make a shot to go to that bay on the other side. Once I get into that bay, it'll be nice and calm, and I'll just kind of wait this wind out a little bit. It's not supposed to stay windy the whole time. It's supposed to start slacking off. But now that little storm went through, wasn't much, just a little bit of rain. You can see the clouds are moving fast, but I see a lot of blue sky. I think it's going to turn out to be pretty nice. Get across this water right here. Right now, it's not blowing very hard. I probably ought to take advantage of it. Just pull that anchor up. As soon as I pull the anchor up, man, the Celina just starts taking off like a rocket with the wind. A lot of wind resistance here in the Celina. Because it does sit 2 foot out of the water, it wants to blow it around a lot. Same as a canoe. If you have a canoe with your big ends on it that stick up in the air, boy, the wind will catch those and just cause you to go all over the place. Very hard to steer. Whoa, boy, it's windy. Oh, pull my hat off. Boy, you see how windy it is up here. Holy cow. That's some strong winds right there. Comes a wind gust right here. About halfway across. Yeah, would have never made it with that top up. sustained, maybe reaching gust of 20. I think Gene, the camp host, said his phone was saying 22-mile-an-hour gusts. Almost there. Almost made it to the other side. Well, I tell you what, now that was a little bit of a struggle getting across that. Wow. That's why you want to make sure you know the forecast. If I didn't know that this was going to let up, I wouldn't come across there like that. Holy cow, if it picked up twice that much, I don't think I'd make it. Not with a trolling motor. All right, well, I got an anchor down, and I hope it's going to hold, and I'm going to just hang out here for a while. People kind of sometimes wonder why I prepare so much, why it takes me so long to kind of get things ready to go, why I start planning things days in advance, why I write myself notes all over the kitchen countertop telling me everything that I can't forget. If something pops in my mind, I'll either write a note right then or I'll just drop everything and go do it. If it's something I haven't thought about, it's like, oh man, I need to do that. I'll just go do it. This is a good example. And this is the second time I put the boat in the water. The first time I didn't even take it off the trailer because it's just way too windy in the storms. The clouds look so bad. And decided to go, okay, I'm going to go for this. Well, you saw that the rain cloud was coming in. You know, you saw how bad it's blowing across the water. All that's rushing through my mind. I get the boat in the water and I come over here and I made it over here to this cove. Well, I just realized I forgot my giant gear bag that I always bring. Granted, the gear bag has a lot of emergency stuff in it, like a tow rope, and I don't know what I was thinking. My mind just didn't click, and I ran all the way over here to this side. Now, there's no way right now I can go back across there. If that was calm, I'd go back across there and get that gear bag. One of the main things it has is my mosquito spray and my sunscreen. I'm actually in the shade. There's a lot of clouds today. I'm okay there. If you don't cross every T and dot every I, you get out on an adventure, bam, and you think, oh man, I forgot that. I made a corporate decision here. I'm tired of missing the big fish by trying to turn my camera on and going back and releasing that pressure, and those fish are figuring out how to get off that hook. I've got this real nice Kenwood dash cam. It's pretty similar to a GoPro. Kenwood right here, I tell you what, I've had great luck with it, and I'm just going to run it as the same as when I'm driving down the road. And every once in a while, I'll come over, and if I haven't caught a fish, I'll just delete all the video, and now I'm starting. This should work pretty good, and this is going to be rolling the whole time. Now, the question was to Mr. Lawrence, the inventor, how am I going to rig this up? What am I going to do here? I can't tape it to the windshield. You know, there's really nothing easy that I could do until I figured out this system right here. A bolt-on tripod kind of deal that I purchased a long time ago for my canoe. And I got to looking at it and I thought, you know what? I bet I could get this to work. So my plan is get this set up, and it's pretty adjustable, all kind of different angles to it. Of course, I don't want to lose it in the water for sure. This little Kenwood right here is about a $300 machine. I can tell you this, Kenwood is an excellent manufacturer to deal with. This is not the original one I bought. I bought the original one 11 months ago. Actually, a few weeks ago, it stopped working. And it didn't totally stop working, but it started malfunctioning. I got on their website, sure enough, I had a 1-year warranty, and I was in the 11th month. I couldn't find my receipt. I went back to Best Buy. Best Buy printed me out a receipt. They, of course, said they can't do anything for the warranty. I contacted Kenwood. They said, send it in, we'll look at it, we'll either repair it or fix it for you for free. 2 weeks later, bam, brand new one showed up. $299 dash cam. So, good company to deal with. I was very pleased when I sent that in. I thought, there we go, farewell, adios, I'll never see it again. Showed up. Very good company. hoping that I worked all these little details out and this isn't going to fail on me and it's going to fall into the water. That would be a real shame. I think it's going to work. I've got it mounted good to the console. All right, so I'll pivot this up like this. Whoever invented this did a really good job, because that's a lot of different angles going on in order to achieve what I want to achieve, and that is to be able to just look straight forward here. And I believe it has a pretty wide angle lens on it, so I think it's going to capture everything. This might just be my ticket to catching big fish and to letting you see me catch the big fish. Now, even this little stand right here, this is for a cell phone. I had to modify it. I actually took a neoprene koozie that a can goes in, and I cut some pieces out of it, and I had to put it here at the bottom. Took my waterproof Gorilla Tape, taped it on there so it's nice and tight. The dash cam will fit inside there pretty snugly. It'll go in there like this. There we go. And there's the dash cam all set up. I'm not going to leave it like that. Makes me extremely nervous. So that's why I've got a Bright Eyes tie. And I'm going to wrap it around like this. And I'll make it look like two little bunny ears sticking up. There we go. All right. Yeah. I think that's going to work pretty good. I've got so many gadgets, it's unbelievable. Plug this in, USB. Hey, hey, hey. Live in action. You are on film right now, Mr. Camera. Mr. Nikon A900, you are being filmed. Even though you're filming me, I'm filming you. Kind of like a back and forth. Anyways, there we go. I think that's going to be pretty good. All right. Thought I'd show it to you. I think we need to do some fishing. Okay, now with the dash cam, what I can't tell is how far does it see my head or not. I don't know for sure, so I got to play this back now and see what it looks like. Okay, so this should solve my problem. I have the Kenwood on standby there filming. Nikon is what I usually film with when I catch a fish. That's what I was trying to turn off and on. So now together it ought to work pretty good. Yeah! Let it rain, baby! Hey, you know, in my last video I talked about how tough fishermen are. Man, I tell you what, you got to get out there in the rain, you got to get out there in the wind, the sun. Once it gets cold, snow flurries, you name it. Whew, glad I got this top over me. I'm looking around. I think everything's getting wet, but I think I got everything covered up I need to. I've got my dash cam all covered up right here. Yep, it was bound to happen. Bound to happen today. Woo, look at that. Let it rain. Let it rain. Somebody asked me, Mr. Lawrence, are you having fun out there? I'd say, I sure am. So while I'm waiting for it to slow down here a little bit, so I can head out onto the outer deck there and do some fishing, I'll show you what I'm going to throw. This is brand new. Never threw this before. If you want to learn about fishing, if you want to especially learn about bass fishing, watch his channel. Go to his channel, join his channel, subscribe to him. He's got all kind of merchandise. If you'd rather not be the one that goes out to Academy and shops for things, if you just want to take his advice, and man, he's got the stuff right on his site. He'll zip it right to your house. You get out there, smoke those bass. Today's a very unusual day. You know, here it is raining. This kind of like mini cold fronts coming through. All kind of things are happening here. So I'm just wondering if maybe I'm not going to score me a big bass today. I don't know. We'll see. I got a frog in the water right there. He's just sitting there getting wet. He ain't doing nothing. Getting rained on. Here's what I'm going to throw. I've never thrown anything like this before. This is a creature. This is a crawl. Randy was talking about how the blue sapphire really, man, can really smoke bass, especially in the summertime. I got a weight on it. This is like a 3/8 bullet weight I've got put on there. Just a simple straight hook. It's coming through his back right here. So I'm going to give this a shot, throw it out there in these weeds, let it drop down. Let's see what happens. As soon as it stops raining, that is. You know, it's be a good time for me to clean my lenses. I bet I'm getting water spots everywhere. Bring it on, rain. Yeah, when it comes to fishing, you just absolutely have to just deal with the environment. You know, I could still be sitting in my campsite right now, and I'd be doing all right. You know, I'd probably end up going to work. You know, it's kind of funny anymore. You know, if I'm in a doctor's office, if I'm waiting on somebody, it doesn't matter what the deal is. I can always go right to work on my phone, you know, work on the channel. No problem. But I'd rather be out here fishing. Man, I tell you what, I did not expect this. Wow, this is like crazy going on here. Jeez Louise. It's getting into kind of some tough photographing here. Tough filming, no doubt. Woo, look at that. Ah, man. That's crazy. That's wild, man. Wild. This is one of the hardest parts about being a YouTube creator and coming out on location and filming. Because, you know, you just don't know when something like this is going to hit. And you really got to watch it. Unless you have waterproof equipment. They do make waterproof cameras and stuff, but woo, they're expensive. They're like outrageously expensive. Like that little song I sang in one of my videos, you know, rainy days, storms, things like that. I would much rather be out on days like that than those hot, 99-degree, no air moving, lazy days of summer. I don't like those. You know, I think the wind might be dying down a little bit, but boy, I tell you what, it's raining sheets out there. Woo. Boy, I don't even have a towel. I left that gear bag. I don't even have a towel with me out here. Wow, it is just like sheets of rain out there. Yeah. Me and the camp host Gene were talking about this. We both were looking at our phone saying, you know, the rain looks like it's not going to be anything. It's like minimal. You know, anymore you can't really trust the weather. It's like these guys, these meteorologists and stuff are the best there is, but man, they're just getting faked out a lot because It's just so hard to tell what is going to happen anymore with this climate. On a fishing boat, one of the best things that you can have is go ahead and invest in some of these dry bags. This is a Seal Line dry bag. This is a Boundary 35 day, but these are nice. So a lot of my stuff, like my phone and stuff, you know, had this storm show up like this, I just chunk it all in here. What you do is you just squeeze it together. You roll it once or twice. Now, what you do is you push all the air out of it. And bring it up and roll it up. Roll it up 2, 3, 4 times. Click it. Ready to go. Completely dry. I take these on all my canoe trips, kayak trips. They're wonderful. And now on my fishing boat, the 1980 Selvin, they work great. I've got about 2 or 3 of them. Well, she's not wanting to give up today. It's going to keep on raining. On that blue sapphire little creature I've got a couple good hits. I mean, bam. That's working because that is the best bites I've had out here. You know, the other day I didn't have near that many, so that's good. I just can't land it. So anyways, this rain is continued now. Here it comes again. What's funny is I see a family over here. They're just out in the rain, just having fun, walking around, a dad and his kids. That's awesome. That's a good daddy right there. Yeah, that's what they say about the Midwest. If you don't like the weather, don't worry about it. Just hang around for a little bit. It'll change. Winds are calm. Rain is pretty well out of here. Nice cool temperatures. When I was talking to Gene earlier, he suggested they may have received enough rain here to raise Indian Lake. Last time I tried to put the Selvin in at Indian Lake, I couldn't. It wouldn't. My exhaust went underneath the water and started bubbling before the back of the Selvin lifted up. So I couldn't do it. I'm not having a whole lot of luck here today at Celina again. I've got some real good bites. Blue sapphire creature with the bullet weight on it. Frog's not doing any good. Buzz bait on top didn't do any good. I have caught several bass on this guy right here, and in fact, that's where that great big one got off of this guy right here. I'm thinking about maybe trying this again. I don't know. Oh, there's something I should try. Maybe a couple of these guys and see if they'll do any good or not for me. You know, when you're not catching anything, you're kind of waiting for evening to set in, stuff like that. You know, this is the time that you kind of experiment, you know, figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work. Now, if you follow my channel, you know what I'm getting ready to enjoy. Super coffee. I had one of these the other morning when I was camping, and I actually had some black coffee that I brought from the house, and it was still in a thermos, but it cooled down. It was room temperature. And I poured half a glass of it, probably 16-ounce glass, half a glass of it, and then I poured one of these guys in on top of it and mixed it around. It was pretty good. Now look at you. Now look at you. Look at that dude. Now you know better than that, playing tricks like that out there. Well built, bandit. Well built. I can tell Academy has the H2O series. Not even come close to what this one is here. I can tell this is so well built. Yeah, I got that monster hit on it. Uh-oh. I see a bunch of stuff swimming around out here. It's more of those shads. I'm going to see if I can throw something in there and see what happens. The lure that Jared was telling me about, it's a bandit crankbait. Pretty nice, got a solid hit on it. I'd been reeling it just going through the water like this and not stopping. Well, the one time I went and I just stopped, let it come up. It's one that floats up. You take it and it floats up. As soon as I stopped, it started floating up. Bam! I thought, oh, man, I guarantee I got that one. He got off. I don't know what the deal was. And then I saw a bunch of shad just go by, a whole group of them going by. And intuitive angling, Randy was talking about, when you see shad like that going by, pitch out there by them, because a lot of times that's where the bass are. The bass are following the shad and trying to eat them. The water's gotten really calm. The air is getting cool. You know, I've got some pretty good bites. Go ahead and fish. Nice thing about camping here at Indian Lake is now whenever I take the bunch of weeds out there, I think. Whenever I, take the selvin out of the water, all I got to do is make sure it doesn't fall off the trailer, I should say. Oh, I thought I got into some weeds. Yeah, all my fishing gear and all that kind of stuff, I just leave it right on the boat. Get a good night's sleep, wake up tomorrow, get back out here. I think I'll probably try this again, and if the winds are calm, I'm going to go, I want to fish the dam. I want to go all the way to the dam and fish at and see how that does. I'm thinking I'm probably going to fish about another hour or so and then be done with it. Nice thing is, see, I've also got my tent and everything all set up. So it's, hey, Jack. What was that? That was either a hit or some weeds. I don't know. Find out here in 1 second. Ooh, dog. No weeds. That could have been a Jack Daddy hit right there. Let's try that again. Voila! Randy was also saying that fish in the summertime, a lot of it is, the feeding is going on at night. Maybe a cool day like this with the cloud cover, maybe they're starting to get a little active here. We'll find out. Keep on fishing. Keep on fishing. You gotta keep on fishing. If you don't, you won't catch no fish. Yeah. Woo! All right. Yeah, I was just sitting there thinking, I bet I'm going to get skunked today. Easy, buddy. Easy. Hey, easy. Come here, buddy. Come here. Easy. Not today. Woohoo! That's a nice bass right there. Hello, buddy. Wow. All right. Oh, shoot. My trolling motor, I'm sitting there going in circles. Hey, that's a good little bass right there. Yeah, it is. All right, buddy. Thank you very much. See you later. That's a good little bass right there. Yeah, it is. All right, buddy. Thank you very much. See you later. All right, that fires me up for tomorrow. It's getting late. I was kind of heading back to the dock. Caught that bass. I'm ready for tomorrow. How about you? Okay, I'm going to have to agree with Randy on this line. When I bought this bait caster, I put braided line on it. Actually, when I found my spinner reel in my shop, it had braided line. I noticed my fish catches, even the hits, just drop to nothing. And I think it's that braided line. According to Randy, he doesn't hardly use any braided line at all because he just feels that the fish can see it. This weekend, I went ahead and changed the line. I had the spider wire braided line on the bait caster, the Abu Garcia. Went ahead and put the fluorocarbon on there, the Seagar fluorocarbon 15 pound. Man, I don't know. It seemed to have made a difference. We'll see. I know that's only one fish, but I've got a lot of hits today. Whoa! Dog, I just got another one. All right. Fish seem to be getting active. The bait caster, Seaguard line, man, it is just flying off the reel. I mean, it's casting pretty far. So look how calm it is. Can you believe less than 3 or 4 hours ago, I barely made it across this small lake. It was so windy, white capping, and now look how calm it is. It's amazing. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate all the tips I'm learning from you. A lot.
Gun, caught one. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
Got another one. That's a pretty small one, but yeah. All right. Thank you, buddy. Watching Randy's videos, I know I'm talking about Randy a lot. Intuitive angling. Go if you want to learn some stuff about bass fishing, because he keeps talking about when you see shad, when you see spools of them. A lot of times this time at night you'll see them on top of the water. That's exactly what I did. Here they come, got them on film, threw it right in front of them, bam, landed that bass. Learning so much about fishing. Very cool. Hope I'm passing it on to you. Yeah, it's that time of evening, about an hour and a half before it gets dark. Birds are all coming out, starting to chime. Fish are starting to bite. It's just like a magical time. I haven't seen anybody out here for an hour and a half, I bet, at least. Been some people pulling up, looking at the Rick and Ball house, but that's about it. 2 bass in the boat. Come on, Selvin. That's it. Come on. Easy. Go on back now, buddy. Don't get too excited now. Just like walking jazzy with a leash. That's right. Oh, come on. Now, wait a minute. Come here. Straighten up. There you go. Come on, Selvin. Straighten up. There you go. There you go. You're getting it. Scoot over, Selvin. Scoot over a little bit. There you go, buddy. You got it. Just had to show you how my lights work. All right, that was a very good day of fishing. It ended great, catching 2 bass. But you know what? Just getting out there with that storm coming through and that rain and stuff, it just makes it so much more exciting than just a blah blah day. Anyways, I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep tonight. I am camped on the backside of North Face Campground. If they are running construction trucks and dump trucks up and down 37 on a road construction project, that may be what's going on. Gene thought maybe that's what I was hearing last time I was here. Hopefully I won't be able to hear them tonight. And then we'll see you in the morning and it'll be like, let's go get some fish. I'm telling you, the dam has got some blunkers lunking around. It was a pretty good day. Enjoyed that, enjoyed the storms that came through. That rain was pretty neat. That rain was just coming down in sheets as it was coming by. I started questioning Celina Lake, whether I was going to fish it tomorrow or not. But there at the end, catching those 2 bass, and I got a lot of hits today. So I'm going to go back to Celina tomorrow. I feel like I'm learning so much about bass fishing. I think for now, I think it's time to crash out. Oh, look out. Let him go get here. Yeah, I got it. Voila. That was weird. Had a little bug going across here. Wonder how he got in. Now, I say adios. Hey, I don't know if I've ever showed you guys this or not. I think I have before. This is my Mora knife. It's a bushcraft knife. I actually bought this for myself whenever I got my first 1,000 subscribers and became a partner at the YouTube partner program. And so I went out and gave myself a present for reaching that accomplishment, and I got this Mora knife. And I tell you what, this is a nice knife right here. You know, you can do a lot of things with a knife like this. It's got a fire starter on it right here. It's a survival knife, basically, is what it is. Appreciate it. It's on standby here, right next to me with my flashlight and everything else. So, I think it's time to crash out. Oh, get a good night's sleep. Got to love that celestial blanket. You have a good evening, and let's go fishing in the morning. What do you say? Bright and early. See you tomorrow. I always struggle when it comes time to choosing the right lure. What are the fish hungry for today?